Hi guys, it's Jessie here. So today I want to give you guys a walkthrough of the game Dynasty Warriors and Wolong Fallen Dynasty's main character's Mandarin pronunciation. Shout out to Alex Nelson who gave me the idea. As you all know, these two video games are Japanese games, but the characters are based upon the Chinese historical novel 三国演义, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. So for those who want to know how they're pronounced in Mandarin, let's get started. First character. Okay, this is a bit tricky. I know a lot of you guys pronounce it as Liu Bei. It would be correct if his name is actually spelled like this. However, is this. See, the two dots make a huge difference because now it's yu instead of u. So how do you make the yu sound? It's the tongue position of yi and the mouth shape of u. Yi. My tongue position didn't change. Now we add the tones l, yu, lu. B, U, Bu, Lü Bu, Lü Bu. Now some of you guys might ask, how do you type this out on your keyboard? I don't see a yu on the keyboard. Well, when we type Chinese characters with pinyin, which are these things, of course there are many other ways to type Chinese characters, but if we're typing Chinese characters with pinyin, we replace yu with v, because v sound does not exist in Mandarin, so that kind of comes in handy. Look, le yu, Lü, ne yu, nu, Lü Bu. Historically, he's famous for archery and horse riding, hence the nickname Flying General, Fei Jiang. Many people think he's the most powerful warrior in Three Kingdoms. He's a nightmare in a game, isn't he? Next, we have Hong Jing and Diao Chan, He Ong, Hong, Ji Ying, Jing, Hong Jing, De Yao, Diao, Chi Chan, Diao Chan. I put them together because they are the same person. Diao Chan is a fictional character, one of the four beauties of ancient China. In a Chinese folktale, Diao Chan's real name is said to be Ren Hongchang. I asked a Japanese friend, she told me the name Hongchang and Hongjing could be pronounced the same in Japanese. So that's the origin of the name Hongjing in Wolong. I'm not sure if Hongjing or Diao Chan has a full story in the game, but in Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Diao Chan is beautiful, brave, and smart. She turned Lü Bu against his foster father Dong Zhuo by seducing them both, and eventually Lü Bu killed Dong Zhuo, saved the country from the evil minister. Next, the incredible Zhao Yun. Zhao Yun. I know some people pronounce it like Zhao Yu. I don't blame you because according to its pronunciation, it's supposed to be written like this. Remember we just learned how to pronounce yu, now we just add n after it. Yun, Yun. Now add the tones Yun, Yun, Zhao Yun. He had several nicknames. The coolest one I think is Changsheng Jiangjun, ever victorious general. No wonder he's one of the most popular characters in Dynasty Warriors. He's also a member of Wu Hu Jiang, 5 tiger generals under Liu Bei. Yeah, it's Liu. Doesn't look like it because it's an abbreviation of this. L-I-O, Liu. Makes much more sense now, right? Liu Bei. Just like Lucy Liu's Chinese name is Liu Yuling, not Lu Yuling. The rest 4 members of the 5 tiger generals are Guan Yu, Ge Wu An Guan Yu, Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhang Zhang, Fei Fei, Zhang Fei, Ma Chao, Ma Xiao Qiao, Ma Chao, Huang Zhong, He Wu Ang Huang, Zhong, Huang Zhong. And let's not forget Guan Yu's daughter, Guan Yinping. Guan Yinping. Guan Yinping. This is a fictional name though, because her real name was not recorded in history. Next. Okay, this is a little bit hard to tell his pronunciation because somehow the U are pronounced differently in these two characters. First one is U, but the second one is Yu again. It's only pronounced as Yu when it's after these. So it's not Lu Xun or Lu Zhan, it's Lu Xun. Xi Yun Xun, Lu Xun. The pronunciation of X in Mandarin is close to the English SH, like sh, sh. But make sure your mouth is wide open. Xi, Xi Yun Xun, Lu Xun. Lu Xun's original name was Lu Yi and is famous for defeating Guan Yu along with Lu Meng, Lu Meng, and destroying Liu Bei in the Battle of Yiling. Next, Cao Cao. Cao Cao. I think in some of the games, some people call him Cao Cao, right? It's understandable considering how often C is pronounced as K in English. Fortunately, that's never the case in Mandarin. The two tones are actually different. The first one is rising, Cao, and the second one is flat, Cao, Cao Cao. And of course, we have to mention his son, Cao Pi, Cao Pi, the first emperor of the state of Cao Wei. Next, we have Zhuge Liang, Zhuge Liang, Zhuge Liang. In history, he's a great politician, strategist, inventor, and writer. I still remember reciting one of his memorials, 出师表, back in middle school, is in our Chinese textbook. He also invented the sky lantern, that's why we call it 孔明灯, because 孔明 is Zhuge Liang's courtesy name, 诸葛孔明. Also, I'm not sure if he's an important character in the game Wolong Fallen Dynasty, because Wolong is his nickname. It means crouching dragon, Wolong. And since we're at it, we have to talk about Guo Jia, Guo Jia, Guo Jia. There's a folk saying in Chinese, 郭家不死，卧龙不出. There wouldn't be Wolong if Guo Jia hadn't died. Because Guo Jia died in the year 207, it's the same year when Liu Bei succeeded in recruiting Zhuge Liang after paying 3 personal visits. You know, the famous 三顾茅庐, 3 visits to the cottage. There's no evidence showing which happened first, but we can see people's appreciation of Guo Jia. They think he's on a par with Zhuge Liang as an advisor. I saw this list the other day saying he's the most popular character in Dynasty Warriors. Is that true? Do you guys like him? Let me know in the comments. Another famous advisor of Cao Cao. We just mentioned these 2 sounds. How do you say them? Xun Yu. Xun Yu. The 2 characters though, especially the second one, is really uncommon. Most people, even Chinese people, wouldn't know how to pronounce it if you take it out from this name. Yu means refined, cultured, polished, so really good for a name, I think, if you don't mind explaining it every time. Now, a few other generals on Cao Cao's side. Xiahou Dun. Xiahou Dun. I see some people pronounce it like Xiahou Dun. Again, it's an abbreviation. It makes much more sense when you see its full form. It's actually this. D-U-N, Dun. Xiahou Dun. We also have Xiahou Yuan. Xiahou Yuan. Zhang Liao. Zhang Liao. Zhang Liao. Xu Huang. Xu Huang. Yu Jin. Yu Jin, Yu Jin, Dian Wei, Dian Wei, Dian Wei. And this one is kind of controversial because there are 2 ways to pronounce this character. It could be Xu Zhu, like how it's written in the game, but in China it's known as Xu Chu, Xu Chu, ch as in church, ch, wu, chu, Xu Chu. In Dynasty Warriors, Xu Chu is depicted as this kind of chubby and harmless guy, right? I was surprised because in history, Xu Chu is taller than 8 feet. He's big and strong and robust. He has the nickname Hu Hou, Tiger Marquis. So my brother is a huge fan of the 3 kingdoms, right? He thinks Xu Chu is the finest warrior in Cao Cao's forces. I mean, some people might differ, say it's Dian Wei or Xiahou Dun, but there's a really classic scene in the Battle of Tong Pass. I'm not sure if it's in the game, but it's a classic. So in the Battle of Tong Pass, 潼关之战, Cao Cao was meeting Ma Chao, but he brought only 1 general with him, and that was Xu Chu. Ma Chao was confident in everything, and he wanted to capture Cao Cao this time. But he has heard of Xu Chu's name, but never met him. So he saw this guy besides Cao Cao and asked Cao Cao, 曹公的虎侯在哪里? Where's your tiger marquis? So Cao Cao pointed at Xu Chu, but Xu Chu was glaring at Ma Chao. Ma Chao got scared and returned to the camp. So that's why in history, Xu Chu is famous for scaring off Ma Chao. Xu Chu is also very simple-minded, honest, and extremely loyal to Cao Cao. When Cao Cao died, he was devastated and even vomited blood. So I think Xu Chu is a really cool and interesting character. I'm just surprised he didn't gain that much popularity in Dynasty Warriors. Anyways, let's move on to the Sun family. Again, it's Sun, S-U-N, Sun, Sun. Starting with Sun Jian, Sun Jian, Sun Ce, Sun Ce, and his wife, Da Qiao, Da Qiao, Sun Quan, Sun Quan, Sun Shang Xiang, Sun Shang Xiang. Some other generals on Sun's side include Zhou Yu, Zhou Yu, his wife, Xiao Qiao, Xiao Qiao, Xiao Qiao, Huang Gai, Huang Gai, Cheng Pu, Cheng Pu, Taishi Ci, Taishi Ci. Now the yellow turbans, Zhang Jiao, Zhang Jiao, his two brothers, Zhang Bao, Zhang Bao, Zhang Liang, Zhang Liang. And let's not forget Yuan Shao, Yuan Shao, Yuan Shao. Last but not least, Zuo Ci, Zuo Ci. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Hope you guys have learned something new. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.